Okay, guys, PBMac 36 here again with another Memorial Day weekend broadcast. Hope your weekend has been good so far. Still have today, which is Memorial Day, to go. So, first of all, want to thank all of our troops and veterans and those that have made the ultimate sacrifice for our freedom. Uh, I'm gonna do a broadcast on how to make some coins with badges that they have that are now available um, in the Memorial Day weekly challenge. Um, you can see the solo challenge. You can go in here, and for those of you that don't know, check your weekly challenges regularly. I've already completed this. You can go and see a 4-part series at PBMac 36 on YouTube, and it will show you how to go through and complete these. But you can see that each of them are completed. But as you go through here, you're going to get, I think it was 4 or 5 of these Memorial Day items, which is actually a Memorial Day badge. And you can put them in a collection, but I found that it was better to sell them. So I made about 35 to 40,000 coins when we went out and sold them after we earned them. So when you get a new item like that, usually it's a pretty hot thing. People are trying to complete collections, and they will go in and they will buy the badges on auction. So I do a lot of coin making in between playing games by buying things on auction and turning around, buying them low on auction, and then turning around and selling them for more to make a profit in the auction house. This is something that's called sniping, particularly when you get an item for very cheap and then turn around and sell it to make a big profit. So we're going to go into the auction house. First thing we're going to do is we're going to go into type. We're going to scroll down to collectibles. I know a lot of you advanced guys that have played this a lot know how to do this, but for people that are just now getting started, we're going to go down and I'm going to go give a detailed description of how to do this. So then you're going to see all different types of categories. You're going to go down here to program. You're going to scroll all the way down. This gives the different types of programs: the signature series, out of position, team of the year, ultimate legends, rookies. So you're going to go all the way down to Memorial Day. You're going to click on that. That's going to give you the collectibles. Now, the first thing that you want to do is you want to make sure when you're doing this, you want to make sure that you can actually sell the item at a profit, because it doesn't do you any good unless you're going to actually use the item um, to have it to blow your coins. You need to use your coins to do other things like playing draft champions, improving your team, that type of thing. Now, this shows time remaining. Um, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to establish what the market's going to bear on this, what the prices are. And you can go in here and look, and I just pulled this up. I'm going to set the controller down. We're going to sit here for just a second. The reason is you'll see that the cheapest you can buy one of these badges immediately for is 7,400. Okay, there are 1, 2, 3 of those up there available now, and then 2 at 7,500. These are the buy now prices. These are a little bit higher than what they have been. What I've been doing is I've been buying them and putting them out there for about 6,900 to 7,200, and they sell pretty quick. They're going almost immediately. And it looks like, see, there's one right there that just popped up that sold for 7,500. And we've just been sitting here, 15, 20 seconds. There's another one that has sold for 7,400. Okay. So if you put your auction out there for an hour, which is what I suggest doing, just put them out there an hour at a time, you're going to see that item sell pretty quickly. Okay. So for the purposes of this, you can see that the next one, the next 7,400 has been out there for 36 minutes. The other one for 34. I like to sell them pretty quick, and for the purposes of this video, I'd like to show how they're going to sell. I'm not sure if time will allow me to do that, but I'm going to target it for a sell price of 7,000. Okay. the reason is it's $400 cheaper. See, there's another one that just sold in the time that we've been sitting here talking. So they sell pretty rapidly, guys. They move pretty quick. You can see these are moving. But I'm going to target a price for 7,000. When you put an item out there for sale, if you sell it for 7,000, you don't get 7,000 coins. Okay, there's a 10% fee that the system charges you on your sale price. It's a commission fee. Okay, so for example, sell something for 7,000. You take 10% of that, which is 700. You're going to take that away from the 7,000 that you sold it from, which is 6,300 coins. So you're going to make 6,300 coins. Okay, so if you bought the item for 5,000, you sold it for 7,000, you take away the 10%, which is 700, that gives you 6,300. And so if you bought it for 5,000, then you're going to make 1,300 coins. So you have to kind of get it in your head what you want to profit, or what your acceptable profit is from the purchase and sale of an item or a player, and you want to stick to that when you're bidding. Okay, let the other guy have it. Don't get caught up in a bidding war and pay more than you're willing to pay. Okay, so again, my target price is going to be 7,000. That's what I'm going to want to sell them for. So now I'm going to sort them again. I'm going to go into time remaining, and I'm going to find some that I can buy. Actually, I'm going to back out of this so it will refresh. I'm going to go all, then I'm going to go back in. Whoops. I'm going to go back in and refresh it to collectible. Okay. Now, I'm going to go, let's see, those are several minutes out. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to find some that I can go in and buy. Okay, I'm going to tag these, and what I mean by tag is I'm going to bid on it. Okay, I'm going to pull back out. I'm going to bid on this one. Okay, I'm going to pull back out. And I'm going to bid on this one, and I'm going to pull back out. My target buy price is going to be 5,800. Okay, well, now that I've tagged them, I'm going to back out. I'm going to go into my bids, and I'm going to go down to the bottom, and I'm going to bid on this one again. He's at 5,500. I'm going to go up to 5,800. Okay. Well, okay, he's already bid me out, so I'm stopping because 58 is my top. Okay. Now, one thing you'll notice, I bid on 3 of them that are here pretty close to one another. So I'm going to sit here and wait. And there's different types of bidding styles that you can use. But I'm going to sit and I'm going to wait. I'm not going to continue to drive the bid up on these because I'm pretty close on the 2 that you see there for 5,200. I'm pretty close to where my top's going to be. Now you can see that one sold for, well, it went to 63. Now it's up to 64. It's probably going to go somewhere around 60, 65, 66, something like that. So, again, what I did was I went in there and I bid on them. Like I said, I was going to tag them. And I'm going to go back out and I'm going to show you how to do this again, okay? When you bid on an item, even if you get outbid, it throws it into this my bids queue here. And basically what I'm doing is I'm tagging that, saying, okay, I'm interested in that item. I'm going to tag it, and then I'm going to move back out, okay? So I'm going to move back out to this screen, and again, here's some more. I'm going to bid on this one. I'm going to tag it, okay? By bidding on it, that's going to throw it into that my bids queue, and I can go back in there and compete for the item. Here's another one at 4,000. That's within the range or below the range that I'm looking for. Again, my target buy is 5,800. Okay. I'm going to go in here, and I am going to bid on this one. Again, I'm looking to buy these for around 5,800. Now, I may adjust that up kind of breaking my own rule about what my minimum is, but I want to get them for about 5,800. The reason that I want to get them for about 5,800, again, let's do the math. I said that I was going to put them out there and sell them for 7. All right. If I sell it for 7 with the 10% commission that I have to pay the system, then I am going to actually profit 6,300. If I pay 5,800, then I'm going to profit 500 coins. Okay. This, like I said, this is something I do to earn extra coins without having to go through blow through contracts. I'll go in here and build coins by buying low and selling for a profit. Okay. Again, that's something that's known as sniping. I'm going to go into my bids queue and I'm going to show you what I was talking about again about tagging items. You can see I've done this a pretty good bit today. Okay. These are all items that I have bid on. Now I want you to notice something. Since these are pretty close to one another, these two right here are pretty close. As I'm bidding on them, it's going to tighten up the window between me bidding on the next item. So what can happen is if you put a ton of items in here, you're going to make yourself crazy trying to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, because as I bid on something, somebody else outbids me, I'm going to have to switch back and forth, back and forth. So what you need to do is stay focused on the items, on just a few items at a time, maybe 3 or 4, and try to space them out. Because as I bid on this one and it resets the time, it's going to get closer on this one next to it. Okay, so we're getting pretty close here, 50-something seconds. And again, you have to kind of scroll in between of them. You only have a few seconds to go. So this one being down on that bottom row kind of hurts me because between the two of them, there's some distance to switch back and forth between items. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go back on here, and I'm just going to leave it like this. Now I'm outbid, but I'm going to carry it down to about 20 seconds. Okay, at 20, I'm going to go into the item. I'm going to select it. I'm going to bid. It says that I'm outbid. I'm going to go up and bid again. Okay, and as soon as it gives you a little bit of a delay, you'll get a feel for it. Your bid has been posted in there. So then I'm pulling it up again. Okay, somebody's outbid me, and again I'm getting pretty close to my target price here. So I'm going to go ahead and bid on top of my bid up to my target price, which is 5,800. Not going to go over 5,800. Not for now anyway. If I bought it for 6 and I sold it for 7, I'm only going to gain 3,000 or 300 coins. Okay, so I'm letting it go because it's going over what I want to do. All right, I'm going to go in here, and this one's at 57. I'm going to bid again. Chances are, guys, the way that these, because the price has moved up on the buy now up to 7,400, I may not win one of these. So again, I'm gonna let it go because I'm over my target bid. I'm actually going to go down here and bid on this one again, just to have the bid on it. See that one, the first one's gone up to 6,700. So chances of me, okay, I almost got caught on this one. A lot of times people are doing the same thing that I'm doing, and so you got to understand that you're going to have, as it starts kind of getting close to the end, you're going to have a lot of people trying to do the same thing. They're trying to buy them cheap. Some people try to resell, and some people are buying them to put them into the collections. Because it's a pretty beast collection. You got to buy 25 of these. So, at 7,000, you're going to be buying. You're probably going to be spending about 140,000 because you can earn some of these as you're going through the challenges. Okay, this one's at 5,500. Okay, I almost took my focus away to go down and look at the other one. So, okay, here we go. Maybe I'll get it. Come on, I want to show these guys how to do it. No, somebody bid at the last minute. There are different bidding strategies, and I can kind of show you a little bit about that as we go. Okay, I bid it up to 5,800. That's my final bid, so I'm going to get off of it. And again, I'm probably going to lose some of these. So this video may go on a little while for me to get them. You just have to kind of be patient, like I said. Okay. Yes. All right, got that one. Oh, man, I slept on that one and lost him. Nope, somebody bid back on him, so. Okay, good. I'm glad that I was able to get that one because, again, I want to show you how this is going to work. So I bought that one for $5,800. If I put him out there for $7 and sell him, and he actually sells, $6,300 will be the profit, and that is actually going to gain me about 500 coins, which is not that much. I mean, I think the best that I've done, I bought a I forgot who it was that I bought. He was a player that was up in the 90s. Let's see. Go back down here and bid on this one. But I ended up making like 19,000 coins on him. So to go through and do a solo challenges to make 19,000, you're going to have to play a lot of games to do that, and you're also burning through contracts when you do it. So this is a good way to make you a little bit extra coins. If I can make 500 on an item, I'm good with it, because again, it's not really taking a whole lot of my time. You just need to make sure that whatever you're bidding on, that you can make a profit with it. I think I've probably done 10,000 of these. And okay, let me go up to 58 on this one. I've done, oh, I don't know, thousands and thousands of these where I've bought and turned around and resold. Okay, that went to 59, so I'm going to let him go. So, what I was saying was I bought thousands and thousands and thousands of these things and resold them, and I've probably only lost maybe 2 or 3 times. That may be conservative to say. I might have lost maybe 5 or 6 times where I've actually lost money. So you have to keep in mind that there is a 10% fee for selling. They charge you a commission rate on it, and so you have to figure that in as you're doing what you're doing here. So, okay, now that we're on this one, let me the chances of this one, people are just gonna continue to bid. So sometimes I'll bid on top of a bid. I'll show you how I'm gonna do that in a second. I'm gonna do the 2,700. I'm gonna bid. As soon as it pops up, I'm gonna bid again at 28 and bump it twice. Now what that does is, if it's just you and someone else bidding, sometimes it's going to scare them off, making them think, well, it's going to go through the roof, because there are more than one person bidding on it. So that's one thing that you can do. Another strategy is, as it starts getting to where it starts really slowing down, you can wait till about 3 or 4 seconds to bid, and it gives you an idea of whether you're bidding against just one other person or a bunch of different people. So again, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to drive the bid up, bid on it at 34, go in again, bid on it at 35, and try to drive the price up. There's more than one person bidding on this right now, guys. You can see how quickly they came in and bid on it again. And for guys that are used to doing this a lot, you'll develop a rhythm. Don't worry about if you haven't done this before. You'll kind of learn how to do it. But pay attention as you're going through and kind of put yourself in the mind of the other guy that you're bidding against. So I see CJ's joined us. Hey, CJ. Appreciate you tuning in to the broadcast. So we're going to go on here again. 5,800 is my target buy. Trying to drive the price up. We're going to go through, and I'm going to actually put that item out that I bought and show you how that works. So 4,800. Okay, I'm going to start bidding him up just to kind of save us a little bit of time here. So I'm going to bid him up. Whoops. Kind of gets frustrating because you'll put a bid in and then they'll bid ahead of you. I'm going to drive him on up here a little bit just to see what's going on. And see, you can see this one is probably going to go over because you're getting bids almost immediately as soon as I get the bid. Someone is outbidding me. So we're going to go up to 58. We're going to hold it here for just a second to see if it goes over that, and I'm sure that it will. Just because there's a lot of bid activity. Okay, we're going to back out. Now, this is the one that I actually bought. I bid on these 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the one down below for 5. This is the one that I actually got, so I'm going to back out of the auction queue. It's going to tell me that I won the auction. Now, I already know what I'm going to put it out there for. Okay, so I'm going to click on the item. I'm going down to auction. I'm going to put him out there for $7,000. I paid $5,800 for him. Okay, and for you guys that are new, this will make a lot of sense later. Now, starting price at $6,900. Buy it now for $7,000, and we're putting it out there for 1 hour. Just put it out there for 1 hour, guys. Always do 1 hour, unless it's like the middle of the night and you want to have the auction end at prime time. When you want to turn these quick, okay? So we're gonna post it out there for auction, okay? And again, I'm only making 500 coins, and you would think, well, boy, that's a lot of work for 500 coins, but a lot of times you can go out there and buy a player or another item pretty quick, and it'll go. In fact, it may have just sold. Let me go in here. You can go into my auctions, and you can see that I have sold a couple already. These are other guys that I've sold during the day. This guy right here I bought for $1,800 and threw him back out there for $5,500, and he didn't sell, but I can drop him back down and most likely get him sold. So we're going to sit here for just a minute and see if this item that I just put out there will sell. You can see it. Let me highlight it here. The Memorial Day badge. I put it out there for an hour. It's at 59 minutes. So we've been on this screen for a little over a minute now. So we'll just sit here for a second and see if it sells, to show you how quickly these can go. Another thing that I've done, there's a lot of different strategies. You can see the kicker next to me there, the Nick Folk, and I'll highlight those. That item, and then this punter, this left outside linebacker. I ran the contracts down to 4 contracts and put those guys out there and sold them. I actually upgraded my kicker and my place kicker and my punter. But in the interest of trying to save contracts, now that they're not offering the 250 pack contracts like they normally do during the season for completing weekly challenges, you can run through contracts pretty quick. So and that, you have to go in and actually, use your money or your coins that you've earned to replace your contracts. So I try to replace the player with either somebody that's better or somebody that is the same player but has 25 contracts, or 20 to 25 contracts on them. If I can buy them cheap and snipe them, I'll hold on to them, and then I'll throw my guy out there that doesn't have many contracts out there and sell him, and just I try to make a little bit of money if I can. But if I can break even, that's good, because I've actually saved having to spend money to buy contracts to add to them to keep playing with them. So this item's been out there for about 3 minutes. Kind of shocked that it hasn't sold, because we put it in there at a lot less of a price. So we're just going to keep this running for a few more minutes and see if we can get this one sold. It's the Memorial Day weekend badge. I paid $5,800 for it, and what I'm trying to do is bank about 500 coins. Now you can see up above here. I did sell a couple of these earlier today. I think I paid $5K for that one. Seems like $5,300 for that one. So I made a little extra money on these. Here's another item that it didn't sell. I put it out there for an hour. I'll drop his price down a little bit on him, but I only paid $1,800 for this player here, this Thomas. I'll show him to you right quick, Michael Thomas. He's a pretty good player. Whoops, he's a pretty good player. And even though he's an 82, they were going for around 56, 57. For some reason, he didn't sell. Somebody may have put something out there that was cheaper than what I had. So he sat out there for an hour, didn't sell. But I'm not worried about it because I could even drop him down to about 3,500 and still make oh man, over 1,000 coins on him, about 1,500 coins on him because I only paid 1,800. So again, we're looking at the badge to see if it's going to sell. I'm going to back out just in the interest of keeping interest. And we're going to go in here. Yeah, some people have got them out there cheap. That's why it's sitting there. As far as the bids are concerned, those bids are going to go up. If that guy got that for $550, I'm going to be okay. I was about to say I'm going to be irritated. But see, 7,000, 7,000, 7,000. There's several out there at 7,000 right now. So the market kind of goes up and down, guys. You can see where those just sold. I don't think either one of those was hard, but that one, that one, that one, all three of those just sold. So I don't anticipate it taking a long time for ours to sell. I mean, you can see these move pretty quick. So I'm gonna back out again. Go back into, whoops, not my bids. Go back into my auctions. Ours hasn't sold yet, so it's at 54 minutes. It's kind of interesting because it was at 54 minutes. I'm going to go back out and pull up the buy now price. That's at, there's a couple out here that are at 65. So there's so many of them that are out there for sale. But you can see how this works. You can pull this up and they'll sell pretty quickly. See, that one sold 6,500. It sold pretty quick. So we're going to go, this video's up to about 28 minutes now, so we're going to go for a few more minutes, guys. But again, you can see how quickly these items sell. That I have no doubt whatsoever that the one that we bought is going to sell in the hour time that we allotted for it to sell. And we're going to make, like I said, whoop, there goes a notification. Let's see if that might not have been. Nope. Still out there. Let's pull it up again and go into buy now. Boom, sold. I mean, that fast. They sell very quickly. $7,000. There's a lot of these out there for sale because you can see it's kind of it looks like it's sorting by, because that one's 40 minutes, that one's 40 minutes, that one's 35, that one's 39. Looks like it's kind of sorting them by the amount of time that's still left. So we'll keep it on here for another minute or two. I don't like to be long-winded and just and bore you guys. So again, it's been out here for videos right at half an hour, so I'm probably gonna go ahead and stop the broadcast. But again, you can see how quickly these items sell. But really, speed's not the thing. You just want to make sure that you're going to sell it for a profit. When you buy them for 5,800, if you can get them for 55, 58, somewhere in that range, you're going to make somewhere between probably 500 and 1,000 on them. You can see these two right here sold pretty quickly, and we got 7,000 for that one and 7,200 for that one. So most of the items that I put out there sell pretty quickly because I'm trying to turn them over fast. So, guys, I'm going to go ahead and stop the broadcast now. But I hope that this has helped some of you guys to build coins for your MUT team. Coins are the lifeblood of it. Because without coins, you're pretty much stuck with what you have. It's fun to keep improving your team and keep building your team to make it as strong as you can for when you go out and play on other online players. So again, I hope this video has been helpful for you guys. You'll see a box at the top at the first few, for like first half a minute and last half minute of each of our videos, where you can click to go on to our channel at PBMac36 on YouTube and watch other videos. We try to do instructional things. We do have, just different cool things, different cool plays and things like that happen, different gameplay. But we try to give tips if we can, because that's how we learned. We learned from guys on the in the YouTube universe on how to play, and we picked up a lot of tips from guys doing that. So again, thanks. Comment, like, share, subscribe. You can check us out at PBMac36 on YouTube, and click on the annotation box to subscribe and see other videos. You guys have a great Memorial Day weekend, and again, thanks to all of our military veterans and guys that are serving in the military now. Have a great one.